after I finished the army, so I decided that I want to start backpacking, like a lot of Israelis do. So I went first to the States. I worked there in a business of my uncle, diamond business. I saved money, and then I went to South America. I've been there altogether, travel, do all the crazy things, almost a year. Then I said maybe my family put pressure on me to go to start learn something. So I did exams of SATs and I registered to I think it's industrial engineering, and after right before the school started, I decided that it's not my issue in life. I cannot go into it. I don't feel it's the right thing for me. So I canceled everything. I went to the States and I started working there, not in diamonds, but other field. In the malls, a lot of Israeli sells in the malls. So I went to Seattle, to Washington, and I worked there. I grew up in a non-religious family. I was very, very materialist, about materialism things. And one day I had a lot of thoughts in the mind, because you're standing in a stand in the middle of the mall. You can stand there for like 12 hours. So if you're not selling, and I wasn't much into selling, so you're thinking. So I thought a lot, and I started writing a diary. So my boss came. He went to the cash register. He took out how much did I sell. He saw nothing. So he started yelling at me. You're not selling me this. You know what? Why you're not selling? Because your stand is way off the main path. We need to take it. We need to take it to the main road, main path of the mall. So we start pushing the stand. After we put the stand in the main path, so my friend was from Kenya, and Afro-American. He was like 2 meters on 2 meters. It was huge, and he was very, very tight Catholic, believer. And he used to sell all kind of things from Africa. He talked with me a lot of Christianity. I pushed him because I wasn't interested. So when he saw it, he approached us and he told me like this. He told me, it doesn't matter if you'll take the stand and put it on the head of the people. If God doesn't want you to sell, you will not sell nothing. So this was like an arrow in my heart. It opened the channel of spirituality, that there is something above, something that we don't understand, something that we don't see. After 2 weeks, they relocate me to other mall. Then in a stand right next to me, there was a girl. We started to have a relationship, like friend, boyfriend, girlfriend. She was a Messianic Jew. And back then I didn't know that. I didn't know what's all the differences. I thought they're Jewish, I don't know. Each time they took me to their house, they told me that we are the chosen people, they believe in us. And I was angry about them. Because I told them, why are you telling that there's differences? There's no differences. We all human beings. We all have eyes, ears, mouth. That's it. They say, yeah, it's right. From the outside, we look the same, but from the inside, God chose the Israeli people to lead the world, and you are the chosen people. And they used to take me to their house of praying. And I didn't know that, but slowly they pulled me to their way. And we decided that we're going to get married. And I didn't do nothing. I spoke with my parents. I told them that. They were happy. They told me, yes, do it. Maybe you'll get a green card also to work in. They're very, very far. 3 weeks before we decided to get married, I had a nightmare. And I don't remember exactly what it was, but I woke up. It was after a long time I haven't been in Israel, almost a year. And something inside of me told me, you have to take everything and go to Israel. Leave everything. So I told her about the dream, and she told me, okay, not a problem. You'll go to Israel, come back in 2 weeks. I'll get all the preparations for the wedding, and we'll get married. I said, okay, great. I went to Israel, met some friends. One of their friends that I met was a childhood friend. He wasn't religious, but he was in Israel in the world there's Ashkenazi, Sfaradi. So he was Sfaradi. Sfaradi, they more traditional. Ashkenazi can be less traditional, but Sfaradi they're more traditional. So he grew up in a traditional house, but he wasn't religious. He didn't practice anything from Judaism. So we used to do things together, crazy. And he heard my story. He told me, you can do many things. We can do many things in life, but there are red lines we don't cross. This is a red line. You don't get married to a non-Jewish woman. You know what it can lead? I say, what? Because I was in a place very far. It can lead to have non-Jewish people and destroy the Jewish people, and you cut the dynasty, you cut everything. So his words were like the second arrow. And this arrow cut the feelings that I have to her. It cut the feeling in the spot. I called her after our conversation. I told her, that's it, we finished. She tried to call several times. I throw the phone. That's it, nothing. And then I started my process.